What's up, y'all? It's Czar.
What's up, it's your boy D Lyles.
We're about to do a hangout here, just talking about just a pre-winter NAMM. Talk about what's already been announced and just some predictions that we'd like to see for NAMM this year. So I'm gonna get right into it. So first start off talking about Focusrite. They've announced three new products, and who knows, they may have more at NAMM next week. But first they announced is the Studio Bundle. So we can get that up. And what the Studio Bundle is I pulled up PreSonus. That's not what I said. Focusrite. There we go. I'm just going to share my screen on this. All right, so that's the Studio Bundle. There's $249. You get the Scarlett 2i2. You get a condenser mic and a pair of headphones, and I'm pretty sure you still get the Scarlett plug-in bundle that comes with the Scarlett interfaces too. So I think that's pretty. I like it. I mean that's pretty good for especially for entry because that's pretty much all you need to record starting out. Um, it's really similar to what PreSonus offers, but PreSonus actually comes with the Studio One artist, so you get a full DAW plus interface headphones and mic. But this is still a good move to Focusrite on me. What you think about it?
I mean, you and I both, we've been fans of the Scarlett 2i2 for a while, ever since we seen it last year at GearFest. Great conversion. It's the total package for anybody. I had a young lady last week to call and ask me that, what could she get to start her home studio up, and this is the interface that I recommend, and I gave her like a Shure SM57 to start off with a mic, but with this, you get the total package to start your home studio off with. So man, I totally agree. I like
And this, I was when it was first announced, I was wondering what the price was going to be because I know the 2i2 is 149. So I was wondering, how much are they really going to charge you for the mic and headphones? And I guess it's coming out to about 50 each. So I think 249 is a good introductory price for this.
still.
It's slick like that red mic cable you get with it too.
I'm surprised it's not a Beats cable or something. Look like it can be some kind of Beats. Everything is modeled after Beats now. Monster cables and all that type.
But Focusrite is really, I don't know, it really that red. We all know about the Focusrite. I guess that's a good segue into the what's next. But all the Scarlett 2i2, I've heard really good things about it, and the Focusrite has got. It's like all their products is coming with that red aluminum, and it's a really nice look.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
And then the next they had announced the Red One 500 series, and wrap that up here. And that's another product. I know me and you were discussing what the price was going to be on it,
Right.
and we've got that now. So we know it's $9.99 now. And that's the Red One 500 series. I have not. I don't know. I don't really know much about the pre's. I've heard a lot about the compressor and the EQ. Haven't really heard much about the pre's, but they've hinted that they've got other 500 series stuff coming, which would obviously be the compressor and the EQ.
Yeah.
So this is with Focusrite really taking a shot at back at the high end stuff. They make a lot of prosumer stuff. But and they got some high end stuff too. They're back and forth with it, but yeah, this is definitely for the high end.
One thing I could say about this, I like this move for Focus, right? Because I remember when I bought the ISA one preamp, it's that transformer that they have in the red pre, it's the same one that they were using inside the ISA one. It was $7.99, I think, when I first got it, and then all of a sudden I saw Sweetwater blowing them out for like $4.99, for like right at $500. So so when they discontinued that, this hits the market because ultimately people want the Focusrite Red Pre, instead of the ISAs or some kind of, modeled version of it. So I like the move for them. I see why they blew them out and discontinued to bring this out. That's what I'm assuming they did. Um, so I like the move for them, and I think it's gonna do well because I mean I see a lot of people using the Red series, and it's highly regarded, and Rupert Neve had a lot to do with this design. So I think it'll do well as far as drums. I can see bass on it as well.
And they, I mean, I don't think the ISA is dead because if you remember last year, they came out with that with the dual channel ISA. I think it was like a one rack space stereo pre, which was ISA pre's.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. We'll see where they go from there.
Right.
But I don't know. What do you think about the price at $9.99?
I mean, if you can you do me a favor? They have a if you look up the ISA, I think it's like a four channel or it's either a stereo or a four channel ISA rec model, and I can see where they're going with the price.
I don't see a four. Well, the four channel one is 1500. The two channel ISA I was just talking about is 899.
Are you talking about the red or the ISAs?
I'm talking about the ISA.
Type in Focusrite Red.
Oh, you're talking about red. Oh, I see plugins for the red. The only other thing I see is the red net. Is their Ethernet converters.
Um, Man, either they might have discontinued it and just gonna drop it to this 500 series.
Hmm.
It used to be a full channel pre.
I think I remember that.
Right.
Um.
And which brings me back to what you said earlier. They have more stuff to bring because maybe if they're gonna discontinue the channel strip version of it, maybe they're gonna bring it out to the 500 series, which is a surging market of for music right now, recording.
Oh, do you think we could maybe expect some ISA 500 series stuff?
I say no because the London transformer is inside of the red. So the thing that they was the ISA is modeled after the red. So if they bring you the red, I don't see the reason why they'll go back to the ISA series.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about on that. The third product Focusrite announced is the 18i20, and the 499 is still affordable. It's a I'm assuming 18 in, 20 out. It's still not enough I/O for me, but you see it's still got that slick red aluminum casing here, which I don't know. It looks nice, but really you won't see it once you put it in your rack.
Right.
But it makes me want to. I mean, if I had it, it'd make me want to keep it out the rack just so you can see it because it is really it's a really nice looking interface.
I like the move because this competes with the PreSonus version of this. The one
Yeah,
that
it
I was
does.
right. So I like the move and I like to see which one come on top as far as it, playing Focusrite and PreSonus.
And really, Focusrite and PreSonus is I don't know, they're kind of on the same playing field there, especially with for what they offer as well too. I think I'd say Focusrite probably has a little bit more um, signal processing gear out there, but as far as interfaces and what they offer with the, down to the 2 channels, and then it's what, a 6 channel or 8 channel. Um, they pretty much run the same there.
I bet the converters are better in this than the PreSonus.
The PreSonus. Let's see, and see what we got next. What else was announced? Oh, so Massey announced that they are developing some of their plugins for VST. For those who don't know Massey, check them out, masseyplugins.com. They make some really nice Pro Tools plugins, but all their plugins have always been RTAS, and now they're announcing some AAX stuff as well as some VST. So all I have to say to that is it is about time. I met them at the Recording Expo here in Nashville last year, and I asked them then, hey, any plans on VST or audio unit? Because they make great stuff, and they're kind of just been in that one box for Pro Tools, and now there's so many other DAWs out there now. It's gonna really increase their market share. Hopefully, they do an AU version too, but I'm happy to at least see VST. So have you had a chance to use any Massey plugins before?
No, I haven't, but I've heard a lot about the Massey Tape plugin.
Yeah, Tapehead. I believe the email I got, Tapehead is one of the ones that's going VST. So you should. I mean, now this VST, you should download and check that out. Well, you're a Logic user. You can't use VST in Logic.
Right.
I don't know. It's out there now. That is really, really good to see them finally step outside of the RTAS, because once we hit Pro Tools 11, RTAS is going to be dead anyway.
Right. I think Pro Tools is going to be dead sooner or later.
It's going to be what, I don't know, with all the plugins out now, if you don't go RTAS and then Pro Tools 11 hits, I saw last month that somebody's made a AAX to no, a RTAS to AAX wrapper, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. Also, Waves Element was announced, and let me pull up a picture of that for those who haven't seen that. But basically, what the Element is Waves' first crack at making a synth plugin, and it is actually not on Sweetwater. Nice. So
If you can, you did the video tour yet?
I haven't.
What
I
about what about a screenshot? Because you purchased it, right?
yeah, I bought it last week. So far, I'm really liking it, especially for the intro price, $99. It's hard to beat. Here's a Wave site here, and if you go to Wave site, it's on their front page. But that is the Element, fully functional synth. I like to tweak stuff when I'm messing with synths, and it's got everything you need there to mess around. And I think Pro Tools Expert, if you go on their site, Russ Hughes already did a video review of it, and he walks you through all of it. But yeah, this is it's been a really nice plugin for me so far. It runs as standalone, also runs as typical audio unit, RTAS, VST. What do you think about the Waves Element?
I mean, I think it was a huge game changer for Waves, because I kind of felt like they were losing the plug-in battle, with companies like UA and Softtube and, Kush and all these other, plug-in developing companies, man. Like, this was different for them. And I like to see more of this done with Waves, because, I mean, how many 1176 compressors you gonna make? How many times you're gonna model something, and by them having their own type of synth and something that you can use in standalone mode, like if you have a live show or performance or whatever, man, this was huge for them.
Yeah, I agree. It totally caught me off guard. but I'm glad to see it. I mean, there's a lot of little synth companies out there that make nice ones. I like Tone 2 Gladiator, Camel Audio Alchemy. Um, Native Instruments is probably the most popular out there with the Complete and the what's their soft synth called? Contact.
Okay.
But yeah, $99 right now. I believe probably the regular price is going to be 200, which still isn't bad for this. But at $99, I mean, it's a steal right now, and it sounds really good. I've used some soft synths that sound cheesy to me, like Casio keyboard cheesy. Uh, these have some nice sounds, and I mean they sound nice too. So I mean with waves and their analog modeling quality already, and then you combine that into a synth. I mean you get nothing short of greatness.
This is huge, huge.
And then let's see. See what we got next up is ah so Rupert Neve teased that they've got two new 500 series models to show off at NAMM. Poking around on Sweetwater, we've already seen those now. They're up on the site. So go find them. The first one is the 511, and it's just a mic pre. I had to think about this for a second because they already got with the mic pre and compressor. I think that's like the 543, or maybe just the compressor. And I'm pretty sure they got the EQ too. So and they said they're going to announce two new 500 series products. I'm wondering, well, what the heck can that be? And one of them, as you see here, is just a mic pre. Very, very affordable in price compared to some of their other products. I'm still curious if this is the right price or not. I don't know. It's hard to believe to get a Portico pre for 545. I'd be really interested in hearing it.
My take on this one, Zara, is that if you go back and look at the Portico, they have one with the mic pre and the compressor with it. It's only $1,000. So if you minus the compressor from it, then you're getting the price that you're getting here.
I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go to the let's. Can you see that? Me zooming in.
Yeah, I see it perfectly.
So let's just go over it from top to bottom. So if you're familiar with the Portico stuff, you got the Silk, which is kind of a some harmonic distortion. So you've got the trim, and then you've got a separate gain, which I like pre's that have trim and gain separate. This allows you to push the pre harder and then back down on the gain. Of course, your phantom power, phase, high pass filter. I love high pass filters on mic pre's, and the texture, which is again is the Silk, which is their take on tone and harmonic distortion. So this, I don't know. It's got some nice different flavor options that you can get from it. It definitely looks versatile, and I mean, I'm all about versatility.
Yes, sir, he is.
Second one we got is the 542, and it's the tape emulator, and this is the one I saw coming. When I saw they had two, I figured this was at least one of them because they haven't made this in the 500 series, and I've heard good things about their the half rack unit that they have. Though the half rack one, if I'm not mistaken, is stereo. I'm sure. Where this one's just mono. But look up and down on this one. Once again, you got a lot of versatility here. Tape effect, plus and minus on the saturation, 15 to 30 IPS, and you got the choice between red and blue Silk. You got a wet, dry, and then it's more texture there. So this, I would love to play with this one too and see what kind of tones you can get out of that. This is I don't know. I think it's gonna be a really good look for them with these two products. What you think about this one?
I agree. I'm most definitely interested in this product. You know, I use tape plugins myself, so um, I'm definitely interested in it.
So as far as competition, what else? I mean, I can only think of the Empirical Labs Doctor that's got the saturation in the 500 series. There's another one. I can't think of the company, but I think it's called the Disruptor. I know Zen Pro Audio sells them, and I don't think it's exactly a tape emulation, but it's something very similar though.
So I mean, hey, can't wait to get my hands on it at Gear Fest. It'll probably be one of the top things I run to first.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out the. I'm gonna definitely be checking out that pre. Hopefully, it's
Oh,
still 545. It sounds too good to be true.
545 now, and you get it at Gear Fest. It's 10% off. So
Yeah, yeah, it might be under five. Lastly, as far as what's been announced, what's not really been announced, we'll put this down as a rumor, but PreSonus is rumored to be announcing 10 new products at NAMM. Um, that's a lot of products.
it's
uh,
in my opinion, knowing PreSonus is kind of easy because you remember the VSL series, right?
right.
So I mean, how many did they release under the VSL series?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It'd be that bad.
See, the PreSonus, I don't know. Everybody has been wishing for a control surface for Studio One. The PreSonus fader port is incredibly stable with Studio One, and if they come out with a say an 8-channel control surface for Studio One at a nice price, all the other 8-channel controllers are pretty much 1,000, or even more than 1,000 since Abbott took over Euphonics. There's not that many control surfaces on the market, but if I think that'll be a huge because so many people are hoping for that control surface. So when this rumor came out that they're announcing 10 new products, I mean everyone's like, okay, one of them at least has to be the control surface for Studio One, and then I don't know. I mean, 10 products, maybe. I, Even I think a lot of it can still be software. Maybe every major event they've pretty much added a new feature to Studio One. Um, I remember at Summer NAMM they announced the Nimbit where you could go and actually sell your music. You can, of course, you can already record, mix, master your music in Studio One. Then when they added Nimbit, now you can upload the music and sell it. It's basically an iTunes competitor. Um, right there from Studio One. And so that was a new feature they announced last summer. And now, with 10 new products, a couple of these could just be some add-ons to Studio One that we're talking about here.
I
But
mean,
definitely the hardware too. They could do a lot more in the hardware space. They announced that the ADL channel strip last summer too. So they could be going more with that as well. You got any predictions of what you think they can launch?
I just think they probably do another, like I said, another series of interfaces. I even go as far as um, let's see, what about the live mixer? Do you think you'll see any? I'm thinking they're having some more enhancements as far as that goes.
I can see that too. But what if it's kind of another wish here, but what if they came out with a high end interface, um, something to rival RME, um, Apogee, the Apollo, something like that? Could you see PreSonus doing something like that?
No,
I
I think their target market is prosumer. So
see. So I guess what you have to say to that is,
Pretty much.
I can't wait to see what all they got because you know, if it's anything from Studio One, I'm gonna be all over it. I love Studio One, and you know, if they if they do a control surface, I'm buying it the first day it's in stock. I'm buying it before it comes in stock. Just ship it to me when it comes in stock. Um, that's as far as what's been announced. Let's get into some predictions. So give me a couple of predictions of what you got, what you think we'll see next week, and then give me something that's just really far out there.
In my opinion, I feel like one of the most sought after mic pre's the John Hardy M1. I haven't heard from him. He's been in Gear Sluts talking back and forth as far as, hey, I'm 90% done with this preamp in the 500 series, you know. So and he's been kind of quiet and laying low about the preamp. So I'm really excited, and I hope to see him. I hope that he released that pre during NAMM, a John Hardy 500 series mic pre.
All right, now I'll give you one of my predictions. Is I think we'll see the Tone Lux Dynalux stereo compressor. I'm pretty sure when we talked to Tone Lux at Sweetwater, he admitted that Paul was working on it. So we know it's coming soon. And I mean, when else? Well, you know, gear launches all year round, but when else to really put that on display than NAMM?
Exactly.
All right, what's another prediction you got?
Another prediction that I have, I'm a Universal Audio user, so I'm hoping that since we got the revision of the 1176, that we get a revision of the LA2A and probably some more plugins. I remember them doing Third Money Culture. They had API. So some of those plugins to be released, man, I'm excited about those.
So API, do they already have API, or they just said it could be coming soon?
It's already in the bag. They're gonna they working on it.
All right, roll another one. I'm gonna predict that we'll see the Slate virtual bus compressors. I was really excited about it when I first saw the press release, and I think Slate said it would be out in November. Hasn't didn't come out in November, so you know, pretty much figured it got pushed back. December didn't see anything, and now January's here. I haven't heard any update on it, and just my best guess would be that it got pushed back, and now you know they're just gonna. It got pushed back to the point that they were like, well, we may as well wait for NAMM and debut it there.
Right. I could see that. That's pretty reasonable.
And go with another one of yours.
Okay. Another one of mine, I would say, I haven't heard from Softube since they dropped the Summit channel strip and EQ. They've been kind of quiet, laying low. So I'll be surprised about what they release.
You know, Sawtooth released something. They got to get my money. But yeah, when did that summit? That summit was that early last year?
Yeah, so I haven't heard anything else from them in a while, man.
Let's get another one of mine. I think we'll see some new products from Waves. Waves is always launching new products, so you know, I don't think it's far-fetched to think we'll see new product from them. Of course, they you know they just announced Element, so I don't know. I would still expect to see something new from them at NAMM. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't hold Element until NAMM because it's such a big game changer for them. Something different than from what they normally do, besides just besides just plugins. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see something new from Waves. What else you got?
Oh, I was just gonna kind of touch on your wave situation. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised that. I mean, it's just an idea. Um, I remember them doing the Max Bass hardware version. Are you familiar with that?
I've I've um I've heard of it. I don't really know what it is.
Okay, my point.
Is it for live sound?
Right. So my point is, I wouldn't be surprised that they're probably, it might not be released at NAMM, but it's just an idea that I won't be surprised if they integrate Element some kind of way to where you can use it with live with a keyboard or some come out with some type of interface to where you can use it live versus being on your computer. Is already standalone on your computer. So I won't be surprised to see that. In addition to I read in Pensado students the Facebook group.
Yeah.
The new artist bundle that's not artist but producer bundle that's coming out. It's another engineer. I forgot his name, but they some ways is supposed to be releasing his bundle package, like the CLAs and the Maserati and stuff like
Hmm. That's interesting. I don't know. I wonder who that'll be. Yeah, they haven't done one of those in a while. I wonder how those have been selling for them. I know I've heard people like the Maserati stuff, and of course, probably the CLA one is the most popular one. I'm sure by far.
that. Right. They said his name in the group. I just forgot his name.
All right, I'm on a. I think you're next. What's another one from you?
Um, Probably Android mobile devices. With the Nexus and the iPads going back and forth, the notes. Um, they're developing more applications for music and recording. So I'm looking forward to seeing more Android mobile devices for tablets.
So you think we'll see like an Android DAW? You're saying?
Possibly, and along with a device to record with it. Yeah.
And then let's see. My next prediction, I'm gonna say we'll see something new from McDSP. Um, I can't remember what is the last new plugin that they did. Maybe the Ultimate Compressor is the last one I remember.
Right.
But yeah, I think it could be time to see something new from McDSP. I know they've been spending a lot of time getting getting moved over to a audio unit and AAX for Pro Tools 10. But really interesting to see something new from them. My guess would be what I would love to see is I love the Ultimate Compressor so much that if Colin did a Ultimate EQ, that would be crazy, and you could put that on my iLock now as well. I would be getting that.
Right.
What else you got?
This is not on my list. I just thought about it, but after testing the compressor and the preamp, what about a Dave Hill channel strip?
Mm. I'm talking about a full channel strip all in one.
Right.
I can see that would be interesting. When did the hmm? So I know he just announced the what was it the tube compressor for the 500 series
Yeah.
at AES. If it did a channel strip, that would be killer.
He
I'm
did.
just thinking would he be able to cram it all into one rack? Because there's so much going on in the Europa and the Titan.
That was a huge one. So.
Let's see. And I'm gonna give you this will be my far out prediction, but what if someone we already know we're gonna see a lot of 500 series stuff. That's a given. What if someone does a pre compressor and EQ, a full single channel strip, all in a one space 500 series unit?
And you pushing it. The only people that got close to that was you already know the Dr. Dirt, but that's an instrument. But um,
It's a one knob compressor too.
right. So hey, it could be done, but I don't know how versatile it'd be. It'd be limited on what you probably could control.
I mean, we've seen let's see, the Neve Portico. We've seen the pre and compressor. Even that's a one knob compressor too, when I think of it. Um, I think I've seen some pre. We've seen some pre and EQ. It's just a one knob EQ. Um, Even if it was one knob, how interesting would that be? Even if it was just one knob compressor, one knob EQ, all in a channel strip.
I can't see that one. I can't see that one.
Well, when I say one knob, I'm saying just like a low band and high band, something like that. I'm not talking about a lot of different frequencies or whatever. Just a few fixed frequencies.
I got you. Yeah, this I think that's possible. Um, did did you see the preamp that I posted inside of recorded and mix engineers, the community about the Phoenix audio?
I did see that. What was it? The compressor they announced at AES a few months ago. I think the real new thing there was it was 8 channel mic pre.
I can't remember.
I know I saw 8 channels. I think it was 8 channel mic pre is what is what they announced. But I really didn't read it. But I thought they already had an 8 channel mic pre, if I'm not mistaken. Unless it was a 500 series 8 channel rack. I don't know. But I swear I read 8 channel and mic pre. What's one of your far out there predictions?
Logic 10. Hey, I just thought I'd put it out there. So, I mean, by Apple lowering the price down on the App Store, it got to be around the corner somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I mean, I can only dream and hope and wish. So, Logic 10. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, if Logic 10 drops at NAMM, it'll probably steal the whole show.
It will.
Hands down. But then if Logic doesn't drop at NAMM, if we don't see Logic 10, then we still be like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I just see they bought Redmatica last year. I think it was last year, which is some third-party software that worked with Logic that I had, which is really cool. It basically turns the EXS24. It's basically steroids for it. Also, the auto sampler. Redmatica made some really cool stuff. Apple scooped them up, so they've got to be working on something. But it's just, I don't know. It's just taking so long that when they do come out with something, say what?
See, when they drop, they drop.
Yeah, I mean, when they come out with it, it's going to have to be huge. It's going to have to be game changing.
You're absolutely right.
So that's all the predictions I had. But yeah, Logic 10 will steal the show. Definitely. Do you have anything else?
I got my move delay. I'm gonna leave on this note. I got my move delay. I called it. I wanted it. Got it. Now I'm hoping for a Lexicon to go 500 series, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm calling it. And I'm not. It might not be done this year, but it's coming soon.
Talking the 500 reverb for the 500 series.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got tape. We got delay. The effects are coming.
It's really the only thing, else left to do, really. Yeah, that's all I have for it. And for those who don't know, I don't know. Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir. Mike Tech.
That's my C7. You check out my YouTube page. I got an unboxing video I did. Yeah, it's going down this weekend. It's going to be put through a 12-hour session of vocals. So I'm going to get a really really good idea of what it can do really quick. It's not going to be some gear I get and I just get to use it once on something, but I got a 12-hour session Saturday, so
Wow,
uh, I'm going to be hearing it for 12 hours. So you will get my first impressions by Sunday.
that's great, man. I'm happy for you though.
Yeah, I didn't do enough tracking last year. I felt like it was worth me getting a mic, but in 2013, starting off with a 12-hour session, I think that's looking pretty good already.
It's neat. It's neat.
All right, so we'll get out of here. Let's tell y'all, y'all can follow me at Twitter at AudioZar901. You got my website down there in the description. Also, you can join my community. Me and D Lyles have a community recording and I don't know the name of it. Recording and was it
Recording
recording?
and mix engineers.
Recording and mix engineers. Um, just look for the audio community with the most people on it. That's us. Oh, you got anything you want to leave with?
Um, yeah, just follow me on Twitter at DLyles Official. And man, my information at the bottom of the screen. And I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And man, anytime you got questions and just want to chat, like I said, hit us up in our community, and we always there 24/7. And not you got 500 and some odd number of people waiting to talk to you. So come out and join.
All right. Catch y'all next time.